Okay, hopefully it doesn't get fuzzy on me again. But anyway, what you do is, you just help me come across my own version of 3-card Monte. There's been 2-card Monte, Find the Queen Monte, many versions. But my version, I use the plus station count. And even Jay Sankey of Sankey Magic, he's got a version that I got a lecture of, including it has airtight and airtighter, but now he's uploaded that on YouTube. When he was older, I was praying to Jesus he would. And he did airtight, and then he added airtighter. But in my lecture video, I have him younger doing airtight. Anyway, Copperfield performs it. Even Jay Sankey mentions it. The, trying to think. Matt Franco added airtight and another airtight and another thing, and so did Sean Farquhar, I think is his name. Anyway, he combined both too, and he let me know that he combines both. Alright, I'm trying to think. Anyway, Sankey invented the plus station count. I mean, he uses a plus station count with a coin routine, I'll be right. And he added a Tenkai palm card trick with the coin routine. It's pretty cool, you ought to check it out. Anyway, I got all his lecture video on that, and Michael Amorous and all that. Paul Gertner Steel and Silver. But anyway, here you go. What you do is you get 3 different backs of cards. This is like a blue or black. Then you got a different line, and then you got B-Wave deck, and all that. But it could pick it. It could be red, white, and blue. It don't matter. But just have 3 different colored there. You just have the Joker here, or it could be a queen or whatever, a king. But have 2 different other denominations. One could be a face card. One could be a low card. But in this case, it's just one denomination lower than that, and the Joker. Mr. Taylor is the Joker, clown, and fun, so he liked the joke. He said, "Bill, I like that trick." Yeah, I know, you're the Joker and fun. Alright? And you call the teenagers and juniors your minions. Anyway, what you do is, you do the plus station count. You get in the wrist. You show the back, and if you do this right, it'll work. Take the top, take the top, take the top, and to the audience you showed all the same color, but it's optical illusion. But after you show the back all the same color, see, illusions are in the mind. See, this, you say, this is slow, say this is, notice that this is slightly different than this, and they'll agree. And this is slightly different, and they'll also agree. And when you flip it this way, you go, that's slightly, I said, let me show you what I mean. This is slightly different, this is slightly different, this is slightly different. And they all agree it's all different. They're like, wait a minute, how do you do that? And then you square it up and say, but I don't know why. And then you go like this. It's all different. Even they're all different, they're all the same. But I don't know what they call it all public club trick, because really it's the all Joker trick. And then I rub it to show that they're all back. Now some kids at the Army versus Navy, not last year, but last before that, they were rubbing it like this, thinking it might heat sensitive or a flap or something. I said, well, they make stuff like that, but this is pure sleight of hand. And one of the kids was videotaping me doing the Oreo cookie bite, and my ear throat doctor, he recorded me doing the pin to the quarter. Here's another thing you can do. I mean, the camera's going to catch it, but I don't care. Everybody teaches it anyway. You show the hands empty. It's kind of hard to do this at this angle to keep the camera. And you go like that. And then you produce 3 cards. See, there's 3 cards. Or if you wanted to, you could produce them one at a time. 1, 2, and put the finale, show the back, show the front. Produce that one. Either way. But all you do is do the Spider-Man. You know when Spider-Man hits the thing for the spider web? You go like this. Took me a while to do that with 1 card. Everybody, Tommy's niece and nephews could do it better than I could. They did it right off the bat, and I couldn't do it. And I said, man, you guys are good at that. I'm trying to learn that. So just help me get that down pat. I said, you guys are unnatural. Natural. Me, I gotta practice. Okay. As Jesus said that when it gets close and come back, the kids will get smarter way earlier than ever before. And this thing's getting blurry again. Why is it doing that? It's like it's trying to focus. Don't this thing got automatic focus? I would have thought it would. I mean, it's got 90 times zoom, but they say there's one way you can rig it to get 3,000 times zoom, but I have no clue how to do that. You might have to have a special setup for that, for this video camera. But what you do is you just practice palming the card in the back like that. Taking the card and putting in the Spider-Man grip and bending backward. Practice this exercise move and your hand will just get used to it. Every once in a while it might slip. It might fall on the floor too. That'll happen just like juggling. You're going to drop the balls. Or as Mark Tedder said at the Churchwide picnic, when I had my tennis balls, I think I had some juggling balls too. Mark went in front of the camera and said, Bill done dropped his balls. I go, very funny, Mark Taylor, very funny. Joker clown and fun strikes again. Just practice that until you get a knack of it. This wasn't easy, but there's some people that can do it more cards than me. And if you get the Norm Nielsen cards, they're real thin. And you could hold a lot of cards with those. Copperfield is good at palming and reproducing cards too. Lance Burton also. Jeff McBride. I learned to take a frisbee and throw it the furthest, and I was able to make it bounce on the road and fly in the air and someone catch it. Jeff McBride took it one step further. He was able to take a card, hit it on the stage and make it fly into the audience. I was like, hey, he did the same thing I did with my frisbee like in the 70s. Anyway, you get the idea. And the Tinkai Palm same kind of concept. You just got to do it this way. You got to come in. It'll look like trick camera, but it's not trick camera. When you got the angles right, it looks like it just literally vanished out of nowhere. But the trick is you got to grab it at the thumb at an angle. You're taking it on 2 fingers and go like that. Can you imagine if I could do a coin like that? That would be cool. Like, hey, where'd the quarter go? Your hands are empty. Ah. Wayne Berry coined me a cool name. Bill, you're a walking magic book. Walking magic book. I remember that. Wayne Berry. He's a cool friend of ours at church. Adult friend at Good News. He's cool. Bob Scoper, Fred Stoll. Friends around in my neighborhood. And my parents and my nieces and nephews and my family in Lancaster, Ohio and everywhere around the world. And people on the internet. They all advanced the knowledge in my brain that I'm able to practice and do these things and entertain everybody. And I'm thinking with Jesus to learn all this. I prayed to Jesus in the 1970s. I wish I could do this, learn all the secrets of Doug Henning and David Copperfield. He answered my prayers fourfold, because not only and then I give the knowledge back to other people. I mean, Bob taught me, and I mean, one time he did a whole magic show, and the ones that he taught me with, he let me have or borrow, and then eventually he just let me have. But when he was performing all of it, his wife Judy came right in the middle of teaching. He was teaching me, and he said, I wish I could make Bob disappear. I go, uh-oh, Bob, you better watch out for those stage trap doors with alligators. And Bob said, yeah, I know what you mean. Mr. Lowry also helped out, too. Mr. Lowry and Mrs. Lowry at our church helped me out with the juggling balls, Harry Blackstone Jr. magazine, or book, or whatever it was, how to, and juggling balls. Bob gave me juggling balls, and Mark and Patty Taylor gave me a illusion with a mouse to move all around. They saw a magician performing it. It's pretty cool. I think I still got that mouse. I just have to get that certain something to make it work. But I can use that same something with like a Danny tongue rising a card out of a deck and all that stuff. But I'd like to get the original trick I had, where I can rise a card and I could walk away from it. That I don't know if they still make them like that. But that was really a cool trick. Even PJ was curious to know how that worked. And I explained it on YouTube with my video camera because he wanted to know. Because Mark Taylor went like this at the bowling alley. He was like, huh? I even put it on my foot and all that stuff. And PJ said at Thanksgiving at his house in Virginia Beach, he goes, how's that work? And I'm explaining to him. And then I explained how to walk through a plate glass mirror. And I had him pretend to do it. But somehow the camera didn't show it. So for Christmas, I said, PJ, reenact that again. What? Walking through a plate glass mirror. Me walking through it and you unlocking it. And he's got Devin and Thomas on his back. And, okay, this would be more like a comical one. Okay, alright, action. You know. Oh, boy. A lot of ideas. A lot of ideas. There's a lot of tricks I could do, but I can't think offhand. I could teach this trick. I don't think I ever taught this. Everybody else teaches it on the internet. But I learned this on Justin Credible at the time, but now he went back to his original name, Justin Williams. He's won some kind of magic awards now. He got his own show now. But on Magic Rack, when we had Verizon, where you could play videos, he showed how to work it. I was like, oh, that's how you do it. Now kids and adults teach it on YouTube and Facebook and whatever else, probably TikTok. But what you do, I say, alright, follow my lead. This is a Copperfield Frontier illusion. And other magicians, even Lance Burton's done it. I'm sure David Blaine. I ain't seen him, but I know he probably knows how to do it too. And Melinda, the First Lady of Magic, and Princess Tanko and all of them. And Charlotte Pendring, and Jonas Pendring, and Mastro the Magnificent. Anyway, you go like this. Alright, I say, follow my lead. Go like this. Put your hands on top of there. I mean, make sure you got your hands right now. Now watch me. Now, but when they do it, they're like this. Now, I came across a missionary kid that did it, was able to get out of it. I said, yeah, that is good when you're double jointed. Yeah, you can, yeah. You're double jointed, I can tell. Okay. That's good. But it turns out, even though he's double jointed, he does magic tricks too. So Bob taught him his version of Jurikoski, where he showed the Jurikoski move, and then he showed his move, and then I showed him the pin to the quarter and all that stuff. Then we had to head out. But he showed it his coin trick. I was like, man, I'm mind blown, Bob. He just blew my mind. And he showed how it was done. I was like, wow, that is cool. See, even missionary people and their kids do magic tricks too to entertain. It's like, even Bob said, you got your cards? No. And the missionary kid said, I got mine out in the car, but I ain't got it with me. I said, I normally have mine, but I didn't. It's like I go to my mom's house, I don't have the Rubik's Cube. Oh, I know, I go on my YouTube channel to show them. Anyway, this is what you do. You go, you turn your hand this way, and you put your hand this way. As long as they're not double jointed, this trick will have them where they can't move their arms. It's called Indian burn, but it's also called thumbs up or thumbs down, I don't know. Start out with thumbs down, but it goes thumbs up. Anyway, now the misdirection is you say, make sure you got it right, but you put your hand in the opposite direction. And now your thumb's in the opposite direction. And when I stand up, it looks more better, but I can't do it because I'm sitting down. But anyway, and I say, now follow my lead. Boing! And then they try it, they're stuck because they didn't notice what I did. But you just got to remember this. I was teaching a drama team this thing. The lady, the girl, and the guys and all that, like this. I think there are girl magicians, so she was eager to learn too. See, I say, you go, make sure you got it right, and that's when you put your hand in the opposite direction. Then you bring it up. You got to remember that misdirection there. Because Copperfield and all them do it. Even when the reporter's taking pictures on video camera, he said, no, follow my lead. Meanwhile, they're trying to do it like that, and they're stuck while Copperfield's signing autographs. Perfect misdirection and fun. That is so cool. It's neat that everybody missed my laugh at church. Even Bernice Turner said, Bob Turner's wife said, Bill, when I hear you laugh, I know I'm in the right church. And after the COVID situation died down a little bit, I started laughing because they said something funny in the fellowship hall. And Chuck, I can't think. Not Chuck Brady, he's a church member too, but Chuck Shoemaker and Chuck, the other Chuck. I know his name, I got him, I see his face, but it's not clicking. Anyway, that Chuck, they said, you know, Bill, everybody's been saying, and Kenny Rock even said it too, he was there, he said, we've been missing your laugh. We're glad you're back. I said, oh, okay, cool. Um, Uh-oh. I think they're back. Yeah. I heard a door shut. Let's see what time. 11:21. And they left around 9:02 a.m. and it's 11:21 p.m. I think. p.m. No, a.m. I'll get it right. Yep, they're back. Huh?
We're home.
Okay.
I'll get you some lunch.
All right.